Hey guys, Super Godzilla Final Wars here, and today I am back with another video. Today, I'm going to be discussing my thoughts and opinions on Godzilla the Ride. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, or new to the Godzilla community, you may know that there is a little ride thing in Japan that is basically Godzilla the Ride. It is basically sort of a 3D ride where you can basically witness Godzilla and Rodan fighting King Ghidorah. And it is just amazing. All I gotta say is I really like how the way Godzilla 2021, Ghidorah 2021, and Rodan 2021 look. I really like how the way they look. They look... Okay, for starters, Godzilla, the G-Man himself, looks rather menacing. He looks menacing. He looks like a Godzilla that you do not want to fight, let alone don't want to mess with, because this design of Godzilla, no doubt in my mind, looks like what would happen if Heisei Godzilla and Legendary Godzilla combine together and you get this Godzilla. This Godzilla is just overall beefed up. He's beefed. He is very, very muscular and very buff. Another thing, too, that I like about Godzilla the Ride is how he has, I believe, not just the Godzilla 2000 roars, but he also has, like, the Heisei Godzilla roars. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't been hearing all the official roars for Godzilla 2021. But yeah, this design of Godzilla just looks rather menacing, and it's just incredible. I honestly like how the way King Ghidorah looks, because people have noticed that this version of King Ghidorah actually has hands, which is kind of funny to think about it, because there's been the joke about King Ghidorah not having any arms, or at the very least hands, but now he actually does. This King Ghidorah does have hands, and I actually like that. And I like how he has sort of the mixture of the King Ghidorah from the Heisei series and GMK Ghidorah's roars in there as well, but it's mostly the Heisei Ghidorah. And that is what I like about Godzilla 2021 and Ghidorah 2021. Another thing that I like about Godzilla the Ride is how literally Rodan doesn't show up at all. I've seen footage about Godzilla the Ride, and Rodan he doesn't show up at all. He is a part of the attraction, but he's not really a main part. It's mostly Godzilla and Ghidorah. Plus Ghidorah, I think, kills Rodan, which is kind of a bummer, because I would like to see what this Rodan design looks like up close. But no, Ghidorah just had to go in and freaking kill Rodan. Well, at least he didn't make Rodan his, well, you know. And I also like the fight scene between Godzilla and King Ghidorah. Like how part of it is just a mixture of the fight scene between the Heisei film and the frickin' Millennium and GB and King of the Monsters. Because to me, when I was watching this fight between Godzilla and King Ghidorah, I was just, again, I haven't experienced the ride myself, but I have seen a YouTube video about it. So, and I'm going to mention this again, I really wish Rodan had more of a bigger role, because he just flat out got killed by King Ghidorah. He really did not stand much of a chance. Rodan just got freaking annihilated by Ghidorah. And I also noticed something else when I was watching the video. And that was this version of freaking King Ghidorah. I believe this version of King Ghidorah has, like, blue blood, which is interesting. This version of King Ghidorah has blue blood, and I don't know if that's actually canon. There's been a lot of theories that rather King Ghidorah has red blood, like almost every single life form, has rather blue blood, black blood, orange blood. It's been all over the internet, and yeah. And again, I like this little ride. Honestly, oh boy, I'm gonna get so much hate for this. But I honestly find it a bit more better than the Shin Godzilla vs. Evangelion ride. I'm sorry for those who like it. I am sorry. I find this more interesting, because it just flat out gives us the fight between Godzilla, King Ghidorah, and Rodan, just duking it out. It's just amazing. Where in Evangelion, the ride, Godzilla versus Evangelion, the ride, it just kind of took its time, and I just didn't like that. Like, I've seen videos on the internet, I've seen people talking about it, and I was just like, come on, get us to the best part. I want to see Godzilla in action. Plus, the Evangelions were not really trying to fight Godzilla. Or Godzilla was not even trying to fight them. He was mostly going after King Ghidorah. But the Evangelion was just like the people were just in the way. The people were in the way while Godzilla was going after King Ghidorah. Once again. Which is why I find Godzilla the ride better. Plus, it gives you the scale on how menacing and threatening these monsters are. Plus, if you look at the footage of Godzilla the ride, it looks realistic. It looks like what would happen if you were in the middle of these two iconic monsters just duking it out in the middle of a destroyed city. Whereas in the Evangelion crossover, it just looks more like a video game. The Evangelion ride looked more like a video game. It didn't look realistic. It wasn't taking it seriously. It was just treating the whole... They were treating the whole thing as if it was a video game. Whereas in this, they actually took it seriously, which I liked about it. And the fact that this was directed by the same guy who is directing the current Godzilla movie that we're getting this year, makes it even better. So, yeah, that's why I like Godzilla the Ride. And don't worry, I will get the figures of both Godzilla and Ghidorah. I still wish that they made a Rodan figure, but hey, singular point Rodan will do, because he is a Rodan 2021 after all. But still, at least we get a King Ghidorah for 2021. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.